The beliefs surrounding the number of holy books held by Catholics versus Protestants are rooted in the distinction between 73 and 66 books, respectively. This discrepancy arises largely due to the biblical Apocrypha, which Catholicism acknowledges but Protestants do not include in their canon. The Vatican's approach toward the Apocrypha, comprising religious works diverging from traditional teachings, brings forth intriguing perspectives. Imagine contemplating Jesus in ways contrary to established teachings, portraying him as wrathful, self-centered, or disliking women. Such notions are indeed peculiar, notably observed in the Gospel of Thomas's depiction of the Savior. Contrastingly, the Gospel of Barnabas posits Christ as merely human, denying his divinity as the Son of God. It recounts an unusual version of the Last Supper, suggesting Christ's escape through a window, leaving Judas Iscariot to face death in his stead. These variations in portraying Christ's character are overshadowed by even more enigmatic texts dating back to Old Testament times. Within these texts, revelations emerge, challenging conventional beliefs. Angels depicted as flesh and blood, humans traversing space, and the notion of God as an alien. Interestingly, the Vatican discredits the apocryphal Book of Enoch, purportedly containing remarkable revelations. Speculations abound regarding the Church's aversion to this text. Could it harbor inconvenient truths conflicting with present Church doctrines? The discovery of ancient texts by young shepherds in a remote cave in 1946 included the original Book of Enoch. This text briefly mentions Enoch, portrayed as a righteous man related to Seth, Adam, and Eve's son, sparking theological debates regarding his interactions with God. Various ancient sources, including the Kid Egyptian Chronicle and Sumerian artifacts, attribute remarkable feats to Enoch, fostering theories about his knowledge beyond the Bible's brief references. However, the Vatican's skepticism toward Enoch's writings, primarily focused on pre-Old Testament events and the Great Flood, raises questions. Enoch's detailed narrative diverges from canonical biblical texts, elaborating on the union between earthly women and divine beings, resulting in the birth of giants. These giants, according to Enoch, led to societal imbalance and oppression, necessitating a global flood to restore peace by eradicating them. Intriguingly, elements of this narrative surfaced in texts like the Epistle of Jude, reinforcing its historical significance. Despite its importance in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the Vatican excluded the Book of Enoch from the official Bible due to its unconventional portrayal of divine beings introducing sin to earth. Historical contentions persist, with debates about Enoch's authorship and authenticity. Recent discussions, even labeling the Book of Enoch as a forgery, persist, prompting reflection on the Vatican's steadfast dismissal of this ancient text. The possibility of undisclosed revelations hidden within its pages lingers, considering its alignment with diverse ancient narratives about giants and celestial beings. The enigma of Enoch's accounts. The correlation between ancient stories from diverse cultures sparks intriguing inquiries. Greek mythology presents the Titans, akin to the Nephilim, battling Zeus and being imprisoned in Tartarus, an abyss. The linguistic link between the terms Titan and giant across multiple languages establishes a direct connection between Enoch's narrative and ancient Greek beliefs. However, the official Bible overlooks significant mentions of giants, prompting contemplation on potential church motives to conceal their historical prominence. American legends not only reference giants but also insinuate their coexistence with people. Remarkable discoveries during archaeological excavations, notably a burial ground housing a massive bone, approximately 2.5 meters long, encircled by individuals adorned with jewelry, hint at a giant's revered status in ancient times. This find, comprising a giant king and accompanying followers, suggests a past era where giants may have ruled over humans. The Book of Enoch substantiates this notion, proposing that the Nephilim-descended giants were revered as demigods, contrary to God's instructions. Some scholars suggest evidence of a limited group of giants surviving the Great Flood, subsequently assuming leadership roles unknown to the Vatican for centuries. This raises speculation about deeper reasons behind the Church's aversion to the Book of Enoch. Enoch's audacious claims about the Nephilim, typically perceived as fallen angels, as potential extraterrestrial beings, challenge conventional interpretations. Despite the perceived incredulity, Enoch, dating back 5,000 years, offers strikingly precise insights into celestial mechanics. His writings elucidate Earth's spherical nature and its orbital motion around the Sun, insights typically attributed to later historical figures like Copernicus and Galileo in the 1600s. Enoch's astronomical insights extend to categorizing stars based on weight, brightness, and distance from Earth, accurate data mirroring contemporary astronomical classifications. His comprehensive methodology for tracking the positions of celestial bodies endures, compelling contemplation on Enoch's sources of knowledge. While his astronomical prowess could be attributed to remarkable observational skills, the depth of his insights, such as Earth's view from space, challenges conventional reasoning. Enoch's elucidation of atmospheric phenomena, akin to lightning, echoes modern scientific understanding, albeit potentially observed from a celestial vantage point. His account of visiting the palace of the most important god, depicted as a crystalline structure illuminated by a radiant, cold light resembling fire and snow, evokes parallels with contemporary artificial lighting. Intriguingly, his description of this structure's ability to levitate suggests an understanding of Earth's roundness and its orbit around the Sun. Enoch, extraterrestrial dimensions, and cosmic connections. Ancient scriptures, including the Indian epic, hint at a remarkable concept, an aerial abode known as Vimana, akin to the flying house in the Book of Enoch. Comparative analysis suggests a potential correlation between Enoch's text and Hindu narratives, insinuating a shared depiction of this flying structure, transcending geographical boundaries. Despite Enoch's unlikely presence in distant regions, the narrative's underlying essence proposes a more intriguing perspective. It may not merely be a religious text but a detailed account of encounters with extraterrestrial beings. The Vatican's aversion to Enoch's content might stem from its divergence from conventional Christian beliefs, introducing intriguing extraterrestrial dimensions. The enigmatic phrase in the Bible regarding Enoch walking with God for 300 years sparks curiosity. Enoch's narrative details his interaction with angels, bathing in fragrant liquids resembling incense and receiving luminous robes, symbolizing purification before communion with the divine. The modern version of the Book of Enoch, stemming from an 18th century discovery in Egypt and subsequent translations, underwent alterations and interpretations, clouding its original essence. Despite the varying interpretations, a non-religious lens reveals Enoch's attempts to articulate extraordinary encounters, possibly with extraterrestrial entities, relying on metaphors and mythic imagery to depict unfamiliar experiences. Enoch's description of angelic beings, portrayed as humanoid, challenges prevailing notions about alien life. Fred Hoyle, a British astronomer, proposed an intriguing hypothesis suggesting life originated beyond Earth, advancing to inhabit other habitable planets, an advanced extraterrestrial society possibly influencing human development. This theory paints humans as descendants of extraterrestrial beings, diverging from Earth's conventional evolutionary narrative. The concept aligns with the portrayal of humanoid fallen angels in Enoch's narrative, highlighting potential genetic connections between cosmic ancestors and Earth's inhabitants, raising questions about interspecies interaction. The depiction of fallen angels interacting with earthly women in Enoch's text hints at potential genetic mingling between humans and extraterrestrial beings. This aligns with scientific findings indicating Neanderthal DNA within human genetic makeup, suggesting interspecies interbreeding. Considering this, human efforts to communicate with potential extraterrestrial life extend beyond curiosity about alien species, aiming to connect with ancestral roots traceable to cosmic origins. Despite skepticism from the Vatican and scholarly circles, corroborative stories from the Dogon people in western Sudan, recounted by American researcher Carl Sagan, hint at a visitation from an otherworldly being sharing cosmic secrets. These myths, initially perceived as mere fables, gained credibility when a European traveler's visit to the region in the 1930s coincided with these narratives, possibly influencing the indigenous accounts of the Sirius star system.
If you found this video enjoyable, please consider liking and sharing it. Additionally, Subscribing to this channel will ensure that you receive more updates in the future. Thank you.